All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is my new to me 1988 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ62. You see it as it is now. It is 386,000 miles. It needs some love. There's a lot of cracked lenses, some ugliness, some kitty prints all over it that we need to clean off. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into this right away, get it freshened up, and make it a daily driver. As far as the plan goes for this thing to make it reliable and daily driver friendly, we need to get this brush guard off. I thought it was an OEM add-on, but I can't find anywhere where it would indicate that it is, so off it goes. I'm not gonna powder coat it, I'm not gonna put it back on. I love the front end of this truck with the quad headlight. I originally wanted a new one because they brought back the quad headlight look, but too expensive. And I don't want a stock truck at $60,000 that I then want to modify. Brush guard off. Clean up the front end, new turn signal assemblies, new side marker assemblies, detail the whole truck, remove the bubble tint, and put some fresh Falcons on this truck so we can get it daily driver ready. Check what else is going on the suspension and any of the other drivability issues that it may have. So let's jump into it. All right, we are back with the FJ62, and this thing is refreshed and ready to go. So we finally got it washed, brand new 31-inch Falcon Wild Peaks. We've got the new side markers on the front, the new turn signal assemblies. There's no more kitty paw prints all over the hood of the truck. It's been detailed, and I actually spent some time and brought my steamer to remove that rear bubble tint with the main layer and the adhesive layer, and dang, that was a huge pain in the butt. I've never done it before. I also wanted to keep costs down, so I chose to do it myself and try to save some money. I guess it was worth it. It probably took 4 hours, but I mean, we've paid for tint removal before, and it was around $250, $300, and I saved that money. I wasn't choosing to re-tint the back half of this truck because I actually love the fact that it is a giant fishbowl and you could see everything from the outside into the truck. This has an immaculately good OEM unrestored original interior. Again, this truck has 386,000 miles. It purrs, it drives great. It has a small little transfer case leak that I don't want to deal with because it requires actually opening up the complete transfer case to get to that point. There's not a whole lot more that this thing needs outside of to be driven and to be enjoyed. This is a perfect town cruiser. Take your dog out, load them up in the back, take them out, go to the beach, hang out, go to the dog beach, let them run free, and it's just been a great commuter to take the kids to basketball on the weekends and load up and just go and get some coffee and just hang out because this truck is so classic. It has such good styling and it's awesome to look at. Now, the Excursion's come a really long way from when I got it, and I absolutely love it. It is diesel powered, it's 4-wheel drive, it's 4-linked, 37s, and there's so many more upgrades coming for that. This was meant to be a spare vehicle, but with the other cars we have at home, we're just a household with terrible fuel economy vehicles at this point. I'm not so much worried about the fuel economy because, like I said, it was supposed to be an around town car, but for the sake of it being an ongoing project, when I already have these other 2 older vehicles that require attention and they are still essentially rolling projects to me currently. And I don't want it to snowball into a full restoration. We have so many projects going on in-house here at the shop. I don't want to turn another one of my personal vehicles into another stagnant project because it's essentially going to be a project of when I can get to it. I don't want to do that to this. This thing is so mint, not pristine because it's been used. It's 386,000 miles. It's original. It still has that small dent on the front of the hood. It still has some scuffs and scrapes and scratches, but it's all there and it's all original. It's still the original Toyota glass all around. It's just insane to find something like this particular example with this much mileage and original paint. It's just unheard of. At this point, the majority of these have already been body off, fully restored, or at some point patched and painted to just make it look better. This is sticking to it in all its glory. Let the next owner enjoy it, have fun with it, and do what they want to do with it. Hopefully they preserve it, because I have a whole bunch of new OEM Toyota items that I was able to source for it, all the wiper arms, the battery tray, a whole bunch of brackets and clips and nuts and hardware. I wanted to leave it as pure as possible for the next owner to either preserve it and drive it, or do the LS3 E-rod swap, do the frame off restoration, but let it be under somebody else's household and let them enjoy it. So to recap what we've done to revive this FJ62, we've got new tires, new battery, new OEM Toyota parts, new D-pillar mounts, tint removal, side markers, turn signal assemblies, license plate lights. We've gone through as much as we need to get this back up to snuff and bring it up to daily driver duty. It's ready to go for the next owner. Thank you guys for checking this out, and we appreciate you guys following. We'll see you guys next time. Before I bought my Excursion, I had the Ram 1500 Rebel that was a lease. I knew I was going to give that thing back. The payment was way too high. Dodge had just announced that they were doing a $10,000 MSRP rebate, which is essentially what my truck was at that point worth with the mileage that was on it. So I'm like, shit, somebody could buy a brand new version of my truck for what I have to sell mine to get out of it. I jumped on the notion of like, shit, I gotta get rid of this thing fast. So like, I didn't even have another car before I sold my Rebel. While I was selling the Rebel and actually entertaining it, I was getting the payoff. I offered it to 3 or 4 different people that I already knew that were interested in it because they liked how it looked and the color combination that was on it.
It's just black.
No, but it had the black and red interior for the Rebel.
Straight up just black.
Shut up. Dodge announced that. I wanted to get rid of it as quickly as I could. I was looking at 88, 89 Land Cruisers. I was also looking at the 80 series Land Cruiser. I actually bid on 2 of those as well. I bid on a really high mileage supercharged one on Bring a Trailer, but it was done. It was fully modded. It didn't pass emissions. So I was like, oh, whatever, I'll deal with that at a later date. It wasn't meant to be a full-time daily at the time. So I lost out on, I think, 2 or 3 80 series Land Cruisers, and I turned off of Land Cruisers altogether. And that's why I picked the Excursion. Now the Excursion has the 37s, the 4-link, and all the axles, and every time we go on a small family trip or vacation, I come to the realization that there are things that need to be upgraded or updated to the engine, the drivetrain, the interior. So I find myself needing a spare car, and what better way to do it than this 1988 FJ62 Land Cruiser. I Carfaxed it. It is a one-owner truck, and it's got 386,000 miles. The other reason that I really love the FJ62 series is that it is a true 2-wheel drive high system unless you switch it into 4-low or 4-high. So when you're driving on the street, this is just running in 2-high, as opposed to the 80 series. They are all full-time 4-wheel drive unless you do the part-time conversion. I didn't want to deal with that. This already has a separated transfer case that has the 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive system. So that's why I decided my heart was set on an 88 Land Cruiser.